देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we go through any experience, and two things can happen. One thing is that experience leaves a mark on our mind. Second thing is we learn something from that experience, and therefore there is no mark left on our mind. This is the principle. Example. During our childhood, some time or the other, we have touched fire. Maybe some lamp, or when there is a fireplace, we put our hand, we get burnt. So that time even the child learns that the fire burns. And therefore, none of us have liking or disliking for the fire. What is the reason? We have learned. See? But we do not learn from our interaction with the world. And therefore, there is liking and disliking. See? For example, I do not like dhokla. What is the logic? See? But wherever I go, God may not come, dhokla comes. See? Now what is the logic? There is no logic. See, on the contrary, if I learn, see, what a great love they have given me, this dhokla. See, friends. Or if I learn that this is my pariksha the God is taking. See, friends, this is what Bhagwan Ram did. When he moved at that young age, he learned so many things. And among them, we are in the 40th mantra, Api meru samam pradnya, Api shuram, api sthiram, truni karoti trishnaika, nimishena narottamam. One may be a most important and the most great person in the life, yet who is that? Meru samam pradnya. His wisdom is like the Mount Meru, and he is very powerful and very courageous and very steady under all conditions. Yet, when the desire takes possession of that person, all his abilities are gone. Now be attentive. Desires are not only I want this, I want that. Desires are also expectation from the people. See, one day one lady wrote me one WhatsApp and she said, Swamiji, this was during our Corona festival session. So she wrote, Swamiji, I am surprised. There is nobody in front of you. You are talking to the camera. And yet your talks are the same as if you are talking to the people. How this is possible? I said, because I am very clear. When the people are in front of me, do you think they are listening? So for me there is no difference. Like when I am talking to the camera, I can't complain, hey, you are not listening. Nobody is in front of me. But when I am talking, people are in front of me. But who are they? They are virtual realities. When I give the example of husband and wife, and suppose I say, wives are intelligent, husbands are dumb. Immediately the wife will look at the husband. Arey Dumbo, I am referring to husband and wife as a common noun, not a proper noun. See, my friends, once you take this stand in your life, you have learned a lot from the life. But instead of that, we do not learn and then we suffer. See, friend, these are very simple things in life. One NRI from in USA, he was driving me to Pune. Suddenly, so many buffaloes came on the way. So he has to stop. And NRIs are who? They can only complain about India. So he saw me, what is this? I said, buffaloes. What a simple answer. Why they are here? I said, I am not a buffalo, you ask them. See, friends, now who has the driving license? Buffaloes or you? You should be capable of driving through the calamities. If you take this stand in your life, who is walking spiritual path? You or the people around you? We are walking spiritual path. We must change. We must adapt. We must make the things clear. See, friends, if thus, like Bhagwan Ram learned, that the whatever may be, Trishna Eka, even one single little desire can make your life miserable. See, I was extremely crazy about cleanliness. I can tell you the height of craziness. You know, now I don't put on all that thing. When I used to put on shoes, I used to take out the laces of the shoes after every day and wash them, dry them, iron them and then put on the shoes. Can you imagine the craze? See? And therefore, wherever I will go, there will be dirt. I cannot see cleanliness in this world because my eyes were trained to see the dirt. This is how we give training to ourselves. When a boy, before going to the medical college, he looks at the people as human beings. Then he's trained in the college. Don't look at them as human beings. Look at them as patients. Thereafter, he doesn't look at the human beings. Only he can see the patients. How you have trained yourself. See, friends. So this is the training. Whenever Trishna means, whenever we have any expectation of any kind from anybody on any issue, we will be miserable in our life. Therefore, this is about the desire aspect. Then the age aspect, Bhagwan Ram, we have seen so many old people, deha spurati samsare, sopi dukkhaya kevalam, nasti deha samashocho, nicho, guna bahishkritaha. See, in this world, the world begins only when the body identification has happened. And thereafter, sopi dukkhaya kevalam, body identification is only for making us miserable. See, I told you, learn. I have learned all what I am talking to you, not from the books. You are all my gurus. From you I have learned. I was in a marriage in a 5-star hotel in Mumbai. It was the marriage of the son of Hari Prasad Chaurasia, his son's marriage. So I was invited. As usual, the cinema, the photography, everything over. I took my food and sat. One person was coming, and when he was coming, I don't know who he is. When I looked at him, I said, "Excuse me, please come." He came. I said, "I can't get up with the food, therefore I called you." "Okay, what is that?" I said, "What is the number of shoes you normally put on?" Imagine, in a 5-star hotel, a person came for a marriage attending, and a Babaji with the thali in the hand asking this question. He looked at me. Why? I said, no, don't get offended. I just want to know. He said, my number is 8. I said, you have put on 7 number of shoes. How do you know that? I said, I am a Swami. He said, that is true. Yesterday I bought the new shoes and I went to the counter, paid the bill, they gave me the bag and cape, and just before coming I put on. Even in the car I was feeling a little uncomfortable, but now I can't go back and leave it. So I said, anyway, I'll manage. But how do you know that? I said, you were walking never normal. You are walking Kauva chala hum saki chal. Now what we have to learn? When one number of shoe is less, how funny we walk. That Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayak Paramatma expressing through this shoe of 6 feet, how abnormal he walks. That is the jiva, that is the soul. What can be done? Remove the shoe. No, but I have purchased so much money and I suffer. See, friends, all the problems begin only from body identification. And there is no option for this. If we are convinced of this, then our approach to spiritual life will be different. Therefore, dehaspurati samsare sopi dukkhaya kevalam. So all the things that happen in our life are only after body identification. Now if we learn, in the dream this body is not there. In dream also we get funny experiences. For example, we have taken lot of food up to the throat and then we slept. And in the dream we get a dream that where we are very hungry. Now the hunger is in the pranamaya kosha. In the dream, the person who is experiencing hunger, which is his pranamaya kosha. See, friends, the more we reflect on our experiences, that is what Bhagwan Ram could do at the age of 15. See? Deha spurati samsare sopi dukkhaya kevalam nasti deha samashochaha nicho guna bhishkritaha. There is nothing worse than the body, and our whole life is based only on body and nothing else. See, friends. In deep sleep, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Mata amata bhavati, Pita apita bhavati. Who is miserable? The mother, the father, the brother, the sister, the husband, the wife, they are miserable. In deep sleep, where do they go? They go nowhere because they are nowhere. The day you will recognize this simple principle, you have taken a big leap on the spiritual path. All those who are miserable, they don't exist. Our struggle in life is to improve our image in the mirror. The mirror is corrugated and therefore we look abnormal. So we want to make it proper. It cannot be done. In the same manner, show where is the husband separate from the man. Where is he? And when the divorce happens, what happens to that husband? Nothing. Because he was nowhere. The more you recognize this subtly, then what will you do? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. How? Karnataka. So when you are in front of your wife, pretend that you love her. Pretend. You don't have to love. Always carry one recyclable plastic flower and then honey for you. Then I give it back tomorrow. Make life a fun. Don't become serious in life. So, kim shriya kim charajena kim kayena kim hitaihi dinai katipayaihi eva kala sarvam nikrindati. See, the wealth, the kingdom, the property, the body. What is this great? Then, katipayahi dinahi kalaha sarva nikruntanti. As the time passes, everything slowly starts disappearing. See, friends. Just watch it. When we stand in front of the mirror, that time, what goes in our mind? I may be old, but maybe the eyes might have gone on a crossroad, but the nose is still straight. Still holding on to that body. What does it mean? Two things will happen. If we have practiced freedom from body identification, two things will happen. Number one, the possessions of this world will not be an issue in our life. Second thing, relations with anybody in this world will not be an issue in our life. What are the issues of our life? Only these two: possessions and relations. And what is the root of them? Body identification. In deep sleep, what we have? No possessions. Who we are? Nobody, no relations. Net result, we are happy. And because of that happiness, we snore. Try to snore now. You cannot, because you are not happy. See? Recently in UK, we had a retreat. One Gujarati family. Very nice. And that Amma had some health issue. So she was given some medicines and all that. So she will come in the satsang, not meditation, come in the satsang. In 2 minutes, she will, in the seventh heaven, krrr, krrr. And next to them, I said, don't disturb her. She is one with the divine. You are suffering, she is not suffering because of my lecture. But you are suffering because of her snoring. Because she is happy and you are miserable. See, friends, the day you recognize this basic principle, all spiritual practice is beginning from this step, what it is like being other than the body. Play this. Then slowly you start recognizing the meaning of the mantras in the scriptures. See? Kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhirastatra namuyati. Childhood body gone, teenage body gone. We are the same. So there are two principles in this world: principle of change and principle of no change. See? Space, principle of no change. Air, principle of change. Body, principle of change. Mind, principle of change. All of them are supported by principle of no change, the pure consciousness. Where we give importance to. Choice is ours. Therefore, dinaihi katipayahi eva kala sarva nikrundati. So the kala, the time is like eating it away. Raktamasa mayasyasya sabaya bhantar mune nashaika dharmido bruhi kaiva kayasya ramyata. Now this body made out of all dirty things. Beauty is only surface deep. Ugliness is bone marrow deep. Nothing in our body is beautiful to look at. Nothing comes out of our body which we like to discuss in public other than filth. And yet all the time, therefore, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Atyanta malino dehaha, dehi cha atyanta nirmalaha, asangoham iti jnatva shauchametat prachakshate. The real purity is not only bath, but recognizing this. The body is the abode of filth. We are untouched by that. Recognize this. And for that, take this example which I am repeatedly telling, work on this one example. Vision sees all colors and forms, doesn't get influenced by anything. What sadhana you have to do? Nothing. What is the principle we have to learn? Support is not influenced by what is supported. See? Slowly, slowly, this deep contemplation, what Bhagwan Ram did at that age, must happen to us. That is why we study Yoga Vasistha. So, Rakta Mamsa Mayasyasa Sabaya Dam Trimunehem Nashaika Dharmino. They are always constantly changing. See? Bruhi Kim Kayasya Ramyata. What is the beauty in the body? Suppose you are sleeping. In the morning somebody comes to you. Excuse me, I want to talk to you. Wait for a minute, I am in a bathroom. Why you go to bathroom? Because we are not presentable to the public. We go to the bathroom and do the makeup to cover all the breakup. And then we come out. See, friends, day-to-day examples. See? So, what is the beauty there? Asakti apada srushna mukata buddha buddhita grugnuta lonata dainyam sarvam balne pravartate. Now the childhood is explained. What is the childhood? Ashaktita, one is unable to have any power to do anything. Then apada, all problems come. Then trishna, so many, a lot of, sometimes you are thirsty. Children know only one language. When they are hungry, they cry. When they are thirsty, they cry. When they have to go to shushu, they cry. Only one language. Only crying, crying, crying. That is why it is said in Manusruti, Janmana Jayate Shudraha. Shudra means not scheduled caste. That is the political definition. Shudra means he who can cry for no reason. He knows only one language of crying. Therefore, Janmana Jayate Shudraha. The child, he knows only one language. Hungry, cry. Mosquitoes bite, cry. Their things are dirty, the mother is not changing, cry. They fall down, they cry. Then only one language, crying, crying, crying. Therefore, they are all the time suffering. Mukata, they cannot even talk. Muda buddhita, they don't understand what to touch, what not to touch. In this manner, they are constantly suffering because of this thing. This is what the childhood is. We only say, if I can return to my childhood, how it will be nice. But when you were a child, that time what is the dream? When I am grown up, I will do this thing. See, friends, recognize this every moment. Amedhya eva ramate bala kaule yatha shaishave guruto bhiti matruta pitrutastatha. In the childhood, like a dog, the child is, spending time in the field. The so-called educated mothers. One educated mother from USA, she came to Mumbai. And she said, Swamiji, you don't take my child, how sweet it is, she is. So I said, look here, come near, put your hands down. I took the child, put your hands down, close your eyes. Swamiji, why? I said, do that what I am telling you. Then I lifted the child and the back side of the child, where from the poo comes out, I brought it near to her nose. Swamiji, what did he say? Don't open the eyes. Take the sugandha. I said, now open. Oh God, but I have now just now cleaned. I said, 1 hour back or 6 hours back. So the child can't do anything. All the filth is going on. And they are like a dog is in the field. The children also are in the field. Shaishave guruto bhiti. And in the childhood, one is afraid of the teacher, mother, father, everybody. Janato jeshta balacha shaishavam bhayamandiram vistirnapi prasannapi pavanyapi hi yauvane mati kalushitameti pravrushira tarangini. And then from the child, then we become grown-up children, then the boyhood comes, and then a lot of fear, what people will say, and then so many dirty thoughts start coming in the mind, and like the waters in the river are dirty in the some rainy season, similarly, as the youth comes up, the teenage comes, then the behavior starts becoming abnormal. Yada yada param koti adhyarohati yauvanam valganti sajvara kama tada nashaya kevalam. And when your teenage has taken possession, thereafter yauvanam adhyarohati. Now the youthful puberty is broken. Valganti sajvara kamaha. And then the tremendous lust takes possession of that a boy or a girl, and nashaya kevalam. See, friends. That is why, why these things are happening in the Western world. Because of their education system. They want to tell the children all the process of reproductive physiology. There is no need. Animals are not taught. Birds are not taught. It is natural. If we have to teach something, self-restraint, that we don't teach. And therefore, teenage mothers, unmarried mothers, where from? Because they are not understanding that all the youngsters are already the victim of their own weaknesses. So instead of teaching them to control, they are exposing. And whenever something new is learned, everybody wants to try that. And they become a victim. This is what the one says. Yada yada param koti adhyarohati yauvanam valganti svajvara kama tada nashaya kevalam. Then all our fancy is leading us to self-destruction. Te vandyaste mahatmanaha ta eva purusha bhuvi ye sukhena samuttirnaha sadho yauvana sankatat. They are great, respectful, great masters who in this world, they have transcended the yauvana sankatat, the challenges of the youthful age. Those who have transcended without getting contaminated or influenced by, they are great indeed. See, friends, therefore, it is extremely necessary that we should never take things for granted. Masa panchalikāyastu yantra lole anga panjare snayu asti granthi shalinya striyam kimi shobhanam. What is the beauty in a woman, in a stree? Masa panchalikāyastu. See, the bones wrapped in the muscles and the fat and covering in the skin, and there are so many instruments in the body, and then snayu asti, the muscles, the bones, etc. What is beauty in the woman? See? There was one NRI father from, let us say, UP. He went to USA. And both his son and a daughter-in-law busy in their work. So they go for the work in the morning, come in the evening. Now what the old man will do whole day at home? So they said, we leave you in this mall, we give you money, you spend time, you can drink tea, coffee, eat whatever you like. When we come back from work, we'll pick you up. Okay. Now, this old man, for the first time in an open society like Americans, then he used to go 1 day, 2 days, then he used to sit in a bench, there was another lady sitting, he started conversation. See, you people are so beautiful, Our Indian ladies, they got black hair. Your hair are golden hair, so nice they are. She took out the wig. See, your teeth are like the pearl necklace. Kadak. See, friends, what looks beautiful is never beautiful. Mountains look beautiful from a distance, isn't it? Go to the mountain, then you understand what it is. See friends, therefore, what is beauty in the striya? Tvang masa rakta bashpambu prutak krutva vilochanam samaloke ramam chet kim mudha pariguhyasi. So if you take out all the different parts and look at it, is there anything worthy of getting attracted? Why are you so much attracted in this way? Yasya stri tasya bhogecha nistrikasya ko bhogabuhu striyam tyaktva jagat tyaktva sukhi bhavet. He who has given up the ladies, and the other way, those who have given up the men, meaning not becoming influenced by the presence of the man and woman, then striyam taktva jagat tyaktam. When the indulgent attitude in the life is given up, you have given up the world. Live in the world, but not for indulgence, but for time pass. See? It is for this purpose our scriptures give Dharma Shastra. Brahmachari, Vanaprastha and Sannyasi. They have got different rules of Brahmacharya. All the desires, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, all of them are allowed only for the Grihasthas. And that too also in a controlled manner. See? And when this is practiced properly, then you will see mind will remain at peace. So, striyam tyaktva jagat tyaktva sukhi bhavet. Therefore, our attitude of indulgence has to be given up. This is one of the most important principles Bhagwan Ramachandra tells us. Aparyaptam hi balatvam balat pibati yuvanam. Yuvanam cha jara paschat pasya karkashatam mitha. See? Aparyaptam hi balatvam. We may want to continue like a child, but childhood is taken away by the time. Then comes yauvanam, then comes youthful age. And we want to maintain the youthful age. How? The pathetic jokes cut by the old people. See? One example I have quoted number of times. I learned from that example, therefore I am telling you. This happened in Kaivalya Dham where I was staying. Morning breakfast I went at about 7:30 or so. Sitting next to me, one old man and his wife came, they sat. I didn't know who are they. So many people coming, going, and I am not interested in anything. I am very clear about it. So he came and said, he said, unknown to me. He said, can you guess what is my age? Can you imagine? To an unknown person on a dining table for the breakfast time, you are facing this question. Can you guess what is my age? See, what can you talk? You one? See? Grown up. So I looked at him and continued my breakfast. He thought, I didn't understand the seriousness of the question. No, I am asking you. Then he asked in Hindi. Maybe I don't understand English because I am a Babaji. Babaji don't understand English. Then I said, now I must take him for a ride. I like playing fun with the people. You are here to celebrate. Don't become serious. Make others serious. You relax. See? So I said, I feel you must be 3.5 years. How do you say like that? I said, such questions are asked only by the children. Grown-up people don't ask this question. No, tell me, what is my age? I said, okay, he is bent upon that. I said, you are 81 years young. When I said, yes, you are the only one who has correctly understood my age. I am 81 years, but not old. I am young. Now be attentive. Mind has no age. Mind doesn't become old. In old age, what happens? Imagine a cart. One animal is he buffalo, other animal is a race horse. And if that cart you have to ride, what will happen? So, that buffalo is our body and race horse is our mind. Where it will go? It will run only around the body. See, friends, all the time this body, body, body. Therefore, aparjaptam hi balatvam balat vipati yauvanam yauvanam cha jara paschat. And after the youth has gone, then the old age come, karkashata mitha. And this is how the cruelty of life. Who wants to live the childhood? But you have to. Who wants to give up the youthful age? You have to. Who wants to give the middle age? You have to. There is no choice. See? This is the cruelty of life. And yet we don't understand. Drushpreksham jaratham deenam heenam guna parakramai gardo yabheti sollasam upabhoktum na shakyate. See? Dhrudayam dayyate nunam shakti dausthena vardhake. See? Dushpreksham jaratham deenam. In the old age, our face, our body doesn't look beautiful. See? Everything is hanging, and then the eyes are failing, the ears are failing, we cannot digest properly, we can't take, we can't walk. Then jaratham, old age, deenam, self-pity, heenam, so many things are lost, guna parakramaihi, and all our abilities, whatever were earlier, all of them have gone. Gardo yabbeti sollasam. And therefore, these desires will be again and again going to him, and he wants to enjoy, but upabhoktum na shakyate. But all the abilities to indulge and enjoy has gone. See, friends. And hrudayam dayyate nunam shakti dausthena vardhake. In the old age, one feels pity on oneself. I want to do this, but I can't do this. And then they'll be bringing the childhood. When I was young, I was going to Kailash Manas. I have gone so many times, but now to go to the bathroom, I require somebody to take me there. Therefore, friends, one principle which I told you a number of times, don't take it just casual. It's a very deep principle. Do not talk about your past. Past belongs to the body. You are the same. Body has a childhood. Body has a teenage. Body has a middle age. Body has the old age. You are the same man. And when we stop that, you know what is the net result? To that extent, our body identification dies away. See? I was talking to one couple. They are on a fighting mode, wanted to separate. I said, do you know what is happening between you? It is so small, I can't keep anything here. It's okay, don't worry. So, I was telling them, you have love marriage? Yes. So you are loving each other? Yes. Then you got married? Yes. Continue to be loving each other. The moment you change the position of husband and wife, love dries away. And the fight is never between the girl and the boy who are loving each other. The fight is between husband and wife. And what is husband and wife? Both of them have expectation from each other. This is how the samsara begins. Then know for certain, husband and wife, these are only operational details. But actually, you are in love with each other. So be friend. Don't continue as husband and wife within your relations. In a society, in a legal way, yes, husband and wife. But your relationship should be only as lovers for each other. Whole life will change, friends. This is what Bhagwan Ram told. Now listen at least. Don't fight all the time. He said like this, she said like that. One more principle I tell you. See, after my talk in a school, I was supposed to be dropped home. So the principal told Swamiji, I got some meeting, I cannot come, but my teacher, she is going home, she will drop you to your place. I said, okay, it doesn't matter. I was going with her. I don't know who the teacher is. But for no reason, I made a comment. For no reason. I don't know why, but I did. I said, Amma, how is the Cold War at home? There was no reason, but I said like that. Immediately, Swamiji, she stopped the car. Did he tell you anything? I said, I do not know whether you are married or not married. But why did you tell that? I said, I withdraw, I am so sorry. No, but it is true. And then the whole Pandara opened up. We are staying under one roof, but we are not on talking terms. And he comes his way and I do my way. What is this life? What should be done? I said, I'll tell you the principle, but don't quote me anywhere. How many years you are married? We are married for 15 years or 14 years. I said, do you know? When you have kids? Yes, we have got 2 children. Very good. When the children were not born, or attention of yours was toward that dumb fellow called husband. Now when the children are born, attention is going 90% to the child and remaining 10%, get me that. So you, that man, husband, becomes a servant in the house. And then he starts feeling left over in the house. And he starts becoming crazy, frustrated. And that is the reason. Then what should be done? Should I give up my children? I said, no. Make a fool of him. How? Start pretending. I said, that also I have to teach you. He said, so please tell me. I said, look here. When he is going to work, stop. With a loving thing. No, hold him. No, not like that. Put your hand in his pocket. Say, this hanky yesterday I used. No more today. Take this fresh one. Fold it and spray on that Benoni spray. I don't know what is spray. And then give it to him. Come quickly home. Don't become too late. I have to keep waiting for you. I can't take food without you. He goes. And then you eat. But pretend that you have not eaten. And again with him you sit and eat something. See? When he is going to work, not the same shirt every day you put on. You don't understand even how to dress. Remove that thing. I got a new shirt for you. And put it. See how handsome you look now. Make a fool of that dumb fellow. And she practiced that. I got a phone call, Swamiji, I don't know how to thank you. I said, don't thank me. Our Cold War has ended. Now we go sometime for a coffee house, we go sometime for a treat here and there, and we have come back to our normal relations. Swamiji, I don't know how to thank you. I said, don't thank me, give me $1 million. See, friends, this is what Bhagwan Ram told. Learn from your own experiences. There is no better guru than your own experience in life. Don't run for a guru here and there. External gurus will make you miserable. Hrudayam dayate nunam shakti daste na vardake. In the old age, this deenata, I want to do this, I want to do that, I can't do it, but becomes very miserable and frustrated. See, friends. Therefore, for old age, remember this thing. Do not hang around anybody in old age. Produce wealth till the last day of your life. Where we are not required, we should quit the place. Old people don't understand this. Where they are not required, they go on hanging around. No need, get away. See? One of my friend in Mumbai, in whose flat I stay, he has given me a big flat to stay. So I came from Australia, and within 24 hours, next flight to go to London. It was raining also. He came at night 1 o'clock or so, and he said, Swamiji, why are you running? You have nothing, no school, no college, no students, no disciples, no ashram, no nothing. Why are you running? Stay in one place. I said, I agreed. From now onwards, I'll stay in your house. I won't go anywhere. No, I don't mean that. Friends, we are respected when we are in demand. And you can be in demand when you learn. Where we are not required, get away. Old people don't understand this. They feel they are required, they are not required. And my friends, when youngsters have to tell the parents or the elderly people, Mom, will you please shut up? When the children have to say this thing, don't think they are happy. They are extremely miserable in their heart because the elders don't understand. Therefore, keep distance and remain close rather than remaining close and keeping distance. It's so important. We have lived our life and destroyed. Let them live their life and destroy. Nobody we want to help them how to destroy life. Don't do that. Keep away. When this is not understood, then we have only complained. These days, the children don't respect the elders. Now, what is our contribution that we have become old? Tell me. Do we have to do anything to become old? It's by default. And what an arrogance and ego of that. We are elderly people. See? There is a saying, लंबा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पेड़ खजूरा छाया नहीं पथिक को फल लागे अति दूरा. Like the khajur tree is so tall, there is no shadow below which somebody can sit, and the fruits are also at a distance. But what an arrogance! I am taller than all other trees. Therefore, this old age becomes a problem for oneself and for others. Recognize this. It is for this purpose. In our scriptures, they have given upasana. In Pushti Marga, there is one Pushti Marga among Gujaratis particularly. In that Pushti Marga, what they do, right from morning, they have got in their house one small Balakrishna, and that lady, wherever she stays, in her room only, there is one corner, there is the Bhagwan's place, and they don't treat God as a God, but as a living child, Balakrishna. And then there is a small cot, and there is a small mosquito net, and that Krishna is sleeping there. When this old lady gets up, she has to do everything, put the mosquito net away, put the bed sheet properly, keep a small toothbrush, and she finishes her dentures and fixes it, and again then comes. She is treating that Krishna as a living being. And then they have to go to the temple. In the afternoon from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, all ladies, they go to the temple. And they are given so many huge number of flowers and tulasi patra, and they have to do. Write on every tulasi patra, Ram, Ram. And Then they have to prepare a nice mala and then it will be offered to Bhagavan Krishna. What is the purpose? They are kept busy for 4 hours of the day. That time there is a peace at home. Old age is the tragedy of human life. It's only because we don't understand this. We have to withdraw before somebody has to tell us. See? Therefore, this is the old age stories Bhagavan Ram tells us. Now, the importance of the strength of time. Kachidva vidyate yesham samsare sukhabhavana akutantu mivashesham kalam tamapi krittati. See? In some cases, we may get a sense of happiness. See? Yesham samsare sukhabhavana. Now see, there the kala, the time comes and destroys everything. In California, San Jose, I was received by one Tamilian, if I remember correctly, many years before, must be about 30 years before, 40 years before. And he came and constantly talking. Swamiji, I am your fan, I am listening to you, but I tell you, what more spiritual practice, what is the heaven? I have got a beautiful wife, 2 lovely children, and a lot of money, 10 generations can survive. We are healthy. What more is heaven than this thing? I said, very good, Sargavasi, very good. I am happy. Now let me go and take rest, I am tired. Then in the evening again he came to meet me. And then, Swamiji, what should I do? I said, hey Sargavasi, please come. What is the problem? He said, when I went home, I got a phone call from my wife. From tonight onwards, I am not coming home. I have sorted out all the legal papers. I don't need the children, you can keep them. I want to lead my own life. Bye-bye. Now Swamiji, tell me, with these 2 children, what do I do? Where will I go? Morning, Swarga. Evening, Swargavasi. What happens next moment in our life, we do not know. And yet we are not leading our life 100% now and here. That is all spiritual life. Therefore, Kvachidva vidyate yesham samsare sukha bhavana. And we have this wrong notion that this world is only happiness, happiness. No, you are the source of happiness. Happiness doesn't come from outside. When I want a cup of tea, if I don't get, I am very disturbed, I am unhappy. Then I get a cup of tea, I am happy. Meaning what? When the mind is disturbed, it is unhappiness. When the mind is quiet, it is happiness. Quiet mind is Shuddha Chaitanya. No reactions, no depression, no arrogance, no sense of guilt. Just be. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakroda stitadihi muni uchyate. So what is the spiritual practice? A simple thing I can tell you. Experience without experiencer is God realization. Knowledge without knower is the truth. Action without the doer is God. Thereafter, life is lived through us. There is nobody left. See? Therefore, if we really want to walk the spiritual path, We have to remember this thing. That whatever thing is okay, fine, very good. That is why before taking food I tell, food is very good. Because afterwards I have to tell lies. See? In our Ananda Mahima ashram, where I go every year for that is in Gujarat, on the banks of Narmadaji, near Chanod. Chanod is the place where all Gujaratis do the Pindadan etc. Kriya in Gujarat. That is the place. Like Haridwar in UP, like the Chanod is in Gujarat. Next to that, there is a place called as Bhimpura. There my lectures are there. And there is the ashram of Ananda Mahima. She is no more. So there when we take food, so all the Jaikaras starts. Anandamayi Mata ki jai, Narmade Mata ki jai, Narmadeshwar Mahadeva ki jai, Sri Rama Janaki ki jai, Hanuman Dada ki jai, everything. And at the end, Aaj ka bhojan, everybody has to say, Bahut acha hai before eating. And if he is not happy, he said, say loudly again, Aaj ka bhojan. Everybody has loudly say, Bahut acha hai, now eat. No complaints. Abhi to kha tha, just now you said, acha hai. Look at the life in this light. How is life beautiful, wonderful. Don't tell your problems to anybody. Everybody is sufficient with his own problems. If you ask any old person, how are you? Better. He will make you miserable. Therefore, one of the spiritual practices, never ask an old person about his health. You have done a mistake, now suffer. See, friends, therefore, Kachidva vidyate yesham samsare sukha bhavana ako tantu biva shesham kalam dam api kruntati. But all the desires, this is the source of happiness, etc., that also disappears. As the time passes, be attentive, our attraction toward the things and beings start receding. See, friends, that is the nature of the mind. As much a boy and a girl love them, each other in initial stages, after maybe 5, 6, 7 years, that love disappears and arguments begin. See, friends, because they don't understand that it is only a physical attraction, not a real knowledge. Therefore, they call fallen in love. When you fall in love, you get hurt. Then hurting is called as marriage. And then suffer throughout life. See? But the mother never falls in love. She rises in love. Because mother has love for the child. But the mother or the girl has love for the husband? No. She loves. It's an action. Let love be an experience, not an action. Now, Mahatam api no devaha palayati kshanam kalaha kalavita shesha vishwa vishwamatam gataha. See? Even a God cannot protect anybody from the impact of the time and happiness. Therefore, the time is swallowing us. Kalaha kavalita shesha vishwa vishwamatam gataha. The time is consuming everything, everything. You know, the meaning of time, what we understand, and what is real time is different. Time, by time what we mean? 1 hour, 2 hours, 100 years, 200 years, that is not time. That is a measurement of time. See? Kilogram, is it an object? Is a weight of an object. 1 hour. 1 hour is a measurement of time, is not time. Kilometers is not an object, is a measurement of space. Then what is the space? Space is infinite. What is the time? Time is infinite. See, this is what Bhagavan tells in Bhagavad Gita. When Arjuna was frightened, see, Bhavan ko ugra rupaha. Oh Lord, who are you, the terrible one? In the Vishwarupa Darshan, when Bhagwan shows initially goody goody, and then all the warriors were entering in his divine mouth and he was chewing it and all that, Then Arjuna got frightened. Bhavan ko, Bhavan ugra rupa. Who are you, O Lord, the terrible one? Bhagwan says there, Kalosme loka kshakrut pravruddha. I am the principle of time. So what is the principle of time? A seed is sown, it matures, opens, sapling, plant, trunk, branches, leaves, flowers, fruits. Again, the ripening of the fruits, they fall down, again it goes. Who is supporting all the changes? That is the Kal. And therefore we are the Kal. We are supported the childhood, the birth, the growth, the old age, the death. We are the same. We have not changed. This principle of time is none other than us. Therefore, Mahakala, Lord Shiva is called as Mahakala. Therefore, Mahatam apino devaha par paripalayati kshanam kalaha kavalita shesho vishwa vishwatmadam gataha. Therefore, the principle of time is swallowing everything, but the time remains untouched by this thing. Therefore, this time is nothing but absolute reality. Hold on to that. Vrittesmin eva etesham kaladila mahamune samsara namni kaivastha madrushanam bhatviha. Therefore, now Bhagwan Ram is asking a question to all these great masters. See, this is what is my understanding about the worldly life. See? And therefore, where is a place for me, an innocent, small little child in this world? Mano vimujyati vanta madita duratam gata dhirtam adhirtam eti dhruva api adhruva jivitaha. And then the impact of this time and our own life is what? With this, the first topic of dispassion that came in the mind of Rama after having come from the Tirtha Yatra, this chapter will be over in the tomorrow's talk. Thereafter, the Upadesha, what is the instructions given by Vasistha ji to Bhagwan Rama, that becomes the whole load of the remaining Yoga Vasistha. It's a very deep, deep subject. Here, the approach to the reality is totally different. It's so worthy of knowing. And the beauty is there are many stories. So, the principle is told, then the story is told, and the principle is established, like in Puranas. This is how this Yoga Vasistha is one of the most wonderful texts. We'll try to study as much as we can. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.